guys, we are so fucking excited. It's the 10-year anniversary of Nostalgia Critic.
No, we're not.
But because of that, we have to watch it. Well, usually when I do like a newer movie, I try to have a nostalgia connection if possible, but so many people want us to see Norm of the North, so we're finally gonna do that one. We are so excited! So scared!
What's this, Jesse? Drugs?
Drugs!
I need it! I need my Norm of the North!
I wish we were watching that. Okay.
God.
We don't want to do this, but we have to. Let's just do it.
No.
Yeah, no. Let's get this over with! It's the 4th animated Titanic movie. I don't think this movie is gonna be worthy of the score. This whole movie is like first draft Disney sidekicks, and they said, nah, that's too stupid. Put it in Norm of the North.
Any last words before I eat you?
How is it the bear can talk, but the seal can't?
Well, then why'd you ask him if there's any last words?
Yeah.
Don't identify with your victim. That's also good for Rob Schneider. Don't identify with your victims. You won't want to make any more movies. This looks like a bad commercial. Like that, one of these bears is gonna pull out toilet paper any second and be like, enjoy the go!
I didn't ask for this. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not that hard to see why Rob Schneider picked this film. Every line is like, what's wrong with me? Don't believe the haters!
Finally, a positive message for me!
You know what it's like? You know how when you see a good animated film, it's like, wow, you're in a different world? I just feel like I'm in a program.
This
like,
does look like a
program.
screensaver. She looks like those stupid little animated GIFs from back like in the early 2000s, like the dancing gerbils.
Yeah.
What am I watching? Killer whales should not be sexy. That is a sin against nature. I like it. A dancing talking bear, and that holy shit, a dancing talking bear.
Superman used to live there, but they found they're shooting Norm in the North, went nope, picked up the house and moved away. She looks like one of those little porcelain dolls that's gonna eat you in your nightmares.
They all look like that. You know, this movie killed more kids than choking hazards and toys. Actually, this film itself is a choking hazard. A number of toddlers tried to swallow their own tongues while watching this.
Au revoir, as they say in France and some parts of Canada!
French-Canadian joke. I gotta admit, I don't hear those often.
No.
Plus 1 for originality, minus 3 for not being funny. Kid, you don't need to sit that close to that screen. Those glasses should do the fucking trick.
You should be able to see on the moon.
She's gonna be legally blind by the time she's 15.
We're gonna be legally blind by the time this movie's over.
I'd pay good money though if they run into the Iron Giant's head somewhere in there. He completely like laser blasts the polar bear, and then we follow his head back, and it turns out it was all a con. It's an Iron Giant sequel, at last!
Sherman from Peabody and Sherman had a sex change. So young. Did you have a feeling? Did you have a feeling? I had a feeling.
I don't know, but good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Good for them.
Let's discover who they are.
The Sims had better animation than this.
You know, I'm sorry, I blinked for a second. What's happening?
I don't know. That guy is a stereotype. I just don't know of what.
Yeah, don't know what yet. I'm afraid if I get it right, then I'll be contributing to that stereotype, so I don't want to guess.
This movie's so bad it can't even be offensive, because it doesn't even know how.
Actually, everything in this movie looks like it wants to eat me, except the actual animal who would want to eat me. Peeing lemmings, because this is where we are as a species right now.
We're not worth saving.
Again, it's like the movement of this guy could be funny. It's like they're onto something, but they're not talented. They need to be talented to make this work.
Can Norm play King of the Arctic?
It's Norm.
Stop that!
This movie sucks!
Sorry, Mr. Green, I was just, keeping it real.
The rats are back! Call pest control to the fire department!
It's gone! It's only Norm now. Oh, what a shock. Something stupid's happening.
Mr. Green, you
Fuck! So dancing, that's like the thing. But he's the guy with the gun. Why? Why would their approval ratings be up?
I have Councilwoman Klubik ready for...
I swear she said cancer woman. Did you hear that? I heard cancer woman.
Honestly, my ears stopped functioning. They've been tuning this movie out. All I hear whenever these people open their mouths is just...
You know, let's just imagine that we didn't turn the sound on. Would you be able to follow this story?
No.
Like Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, you know, you'd be able to follow it, but it's like this. I would have no idea what's going on. Every sound I make at this movie is kind of like the no face from Spirited Away.
I'm going more Tina from Bob's Burgers. And then occasionally when it gets really creepy, ha 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 ha.
Sometimes I wish she wasn't so good at her job, if it meant she got to spend more time with me.
Oh, this dumbass! Christ! Christ!
You just know at this point this is playing to an empty house. There's like 2 theater attendants making out in the back, and even they are getting disgusted. It's like, can we find a better movie to do this?
Yeah.
Norm of the North!
How do they justify the name? Do they think his name is Norma and his last name's the North? Is that how it works? No, I got it. This is one of those fake trailers that plays before Tropic Thunder. This isn't a real movie.
It would be amazing if at the very end of it, Andy Kaufman just steps out.
I was alive the whole time, guys!
That's right, I was alive. This was all one big punk. Thank you very much.
I would call this the greatest movie ever made if that happened.
That would be trolling to 11. I would have paid good money if they had to mocap this entire movie to
In a
get
hole,
the
like
essence
climbing out.
of Schneider.
Man, her jeans must have beat the shit out of her husband's jeans, because good God, that's like identical.
Yeah.
She is just so quickly invested in all of this. It's like they barely got a chance to know each other. It's like, we're besties now. Like, when did that happen? I don't even know your last name.
Honestly, if I had a talking polar bear suddenly show up and be like, hey, let's be friends, I'd be like, okay.
But if I had the voice of Rob Schneider?
Well, no, then I'd kick it in the crotch. Do it, I can't do it.
Almost there, Rob. We're almost there, I think. God, I hope so.
Fuck.
Hey, remember when they said he was a poet and he did poetry? I love how that all worked into his character and story. Like, he said he was a poet and then he danced. That tied together very well. E equals MC squared, because geek! Because when geeks find that out, they're like, oh my God, we gotta put it on the wall! The movie started getting dumb. That was never good from the start. The perfect norm.
Hey, isn't it cool that they had like this love interest who did so much?
Yeah, there's like so many things that started, then they got trailed off, and it was like, oh yeah, and then they were in the movie. Time to go back and write my poetry.
Ah, no! Rob Schneider had sex! No!
Yeah, they actually abandoned him there, that's
Directed. Everything needs to be in quotes. Screenplay by, produced by.
Sucked. Sucked. Oh God. Just what the hell? Just like all this, just stupid shit. It's about this. No, now it's about this. Stupid shit. Oh.
No, sir, I didn't like it.
This was clearly draft 1. There was no rewrite, just the first thing they wrote.
The worst one is in my top 10.
No.
No, but that might be my top 15.
There's an almost confidence to it to have like
No,
an almost
there
pretty
isn't!
looking. No, yes,
This
okay.
animation
No.
was
Compare it to like
terrible.
Food Fight or something like that, where there really is no confidence.
That is okay.
Or the Christmas tree or whatever, where there really is no confidence.
So
at
all you did was merely say, well, compared to Rock Bottom.
Yes.
This is the first
But we have
step
seen Rock
up.
Bottom. I wouldn't put top 15, maybe top 30.
This has no right being in the cinema. None. This is a direct to DVD. Like, and not even that, and this should be in the direct to the bargain bin DVD.
So, okay, that's about it, guys. It's bad. Don't go see it.
Fuck you for making me watch that.
Bye.